As we continue to go through mid and late August into early September, we typically enter what's known as the peak of the Atlantic hurricane season. So how does the Atlantic look right now? Well, here's our storm coming up into the New England here. See, this has a pretty long train of moisture all the way from basically the southern Mississippi Valley all the way up into here. You notice those clouds retrograding to the west, too. That's actually going to affect weather here locally in the Ohio Valley with some more comfortable temperatures and some really low humidities. But it's also going to kind of induce a pattern change in the medium and long range. But as you can see right now, I got some thunderstorm activity in the southeast along the old frontal boundary that originally brought the cooler air with us here. A little spin down here off the Central American coast, but expect to be nothing much more than, at this point in time, a rainmaker, and nothing really much in the Caribbean. And even as the sun goes down there and the infrared satellite comes on instead of the visible out here in the Central Atlantic, still don't see much. So what do we have going on? Well, you've heard meteorologists talk about it, and I'll talk about it too. Here is the area of stable air, basically from the dust being blown off of the coast of Africa. Now, of course, the wind flow at this time of the year, along with other factors, I won't get into the technical explanation of it, but basically the air that and the dust that is blown with the prevailing westerly winds, or their easterly winds going to the west, causes a lot of this dry, stable air, dust-filled air from the Saharan desert, or Saharan air layers, we call it, the SAO, come out into the Atlantic. And generally, this can cause kind of a suppression along with the higher pressure. And there's still a lot of it coming off the coast. Now, the storms track is down here. Here's where the storms are forming that come off the coast of Africa, and there have been some waves, and there's even a wave right now that's coming off. But it's really far south. This is pretty far to the south. If you can see, for it to even have any impact on the United States, it's got to be much further north end. Look what it's got to go through. Yeah, it's got a lot to go through. Matter of fact, here's a water vapor imagery look of it. See these little green blobs? That's the thunderstorm activity. There's the little mischief there in Central America. And look at these brighter colors here. This is stable air. Stable, dry air. And there's just nothing there. It's just like a big wall. There's one of those little tropical waves right there that came off the coast of Africa. But look how far south it is. And it's basically being suppressed and blocked by this stable air in this area of high pressure. And then there's the next one series of them coming off the coast of Africa. But again, it's got a pretty hostile environment in front of it. If you look at the pressures, this is the overall prevailing pressures over the Atlantic basin, and pretty strong area of high pressure. And again, you can see here where the darker colors in this case are to the north. That's the stronger pressures, but pretty much basin-wide, we have a pretty strong area of high pressure. That is, once again, here's where the waves are coming off, and this high, along with the stable air and the dusty air with it as well, is largely suppressing this activity. Matter of fact, if you look here toward the end, even stronger height rises are going to be coming. So an even stronger area of high pressure is coming off. So we're going to have a time here trying to get anything form have one of these Cape Verde type storms come up. It's going to have to be something close. And I say right now, the only thing that I see at all is that little disturbance off the Central American coast. It's got to go across Central America into Mexico. If it by chance makes it into the Gulf, maybe have a chance to be something. But right now, it looks like nothing much more than a rainmaker.